Hello everyone, it's Allie from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I am here with what will be our last couple boxes of artifacts for quite some time. Do have 4 boxes here for Joshua W. from New Mexico. So thank you so much, Joshua, for letting me open these boxes on up for you. Hope to find you some awesome hockey cards to add to your collection. Now I say the last of our artifacts for quite some time because we actually do have one more box in the queue to be opened up live, but that'll be done the weekend of the 13th, 14th of February as a gift box for Valentine's Day. We are all sold out of artifacts. No more until then. These 4 boxes here for Joshua, that 1 box for Carrie, and that will be it. Now, I am a little bit saddened here that we're out of artifacts. I love the product. It's been gorgeous, but I'm also a bit relieved because we've been seeing recently several boxes that are missing every single hit. Hopefully, we don't have that happen here for Joshua. I've seen some of you guys in the comments saying as well that every time there's a hot box, there's also a box with missing hits. So we only had 3 hot boxes, but now we've seen, I think, 5 boxes with missing hits. So I'm wondering if we'll see 2 hot boxes here, maybe 1 for Carrie as a hot box. Who knows? But I'm ready to get on into these boxes and see what Upper Deck has in store for us this time. So let's go on ahead and snap us into the corner. And we're going to open up these 4 boxes. I guess I'll start with those left 2, and I'll do these right 2 afterwards. Don't want to crowd the playmat. You know, if I pile them up too high, sometimes the autofocus gets a little bit out of whack. But here we go, box number 1. And this one actually ends in the UPC code 807. Each individual box from Upper Deck does have its own unique UPC code, which is a bit frustrating because it's like, oh, which box was it? If you don't check which one it is as you're opening, it's very easy to like not remember which one it is, especially if I've actually done this before where it's not in focus and I'm like trying to squint to figure out which box I need to go dig out of the recycling bin. But it is cool also because you can track which box has what in it or what issues or anything like that. But let's go on ahead, get on into box number 1 here for Joshua. Joshua actually had me open up our last box of Synergy this past weekend during our live stream to get a very cool die-cut Star Quest Alexis Lafreniere cards. That was pretty nice. So he's on a little bit of a lucky run here. Joshua's had some really nice cards before from the shop as well. It looks like we're starting off with a hit, so this box should be an A-OK box. We have a dual relic of Nazem Kadri, 36 out of 175, and Gustav Lindstrom rookie out of 999. All right, interesting pack there. Let's go on and get these sleeved up. This is a 2-color relic as well. I like the little blue piece. It's very nice there. A nice blue. I like when the relics are 2 different colors. I don't know. It just stands out to me better than just 2 like plain pieces of the same color from the jersey. Can't tell if that's a giant spacer or something chunky. We actually got something chunky here. Ooh, green, I think we did see. Out of 15, a dual patch auto out of 15. What is the green? It is a dual patch here, not autographed, but Drew Doughty, 34 of 65 for the Kings. That is a nice patch there. Ooh. It looks like his knee goes into the relic there because of just the way it's positioned. But that is cool. Dual patch, well, one's a patch, but dual relic here, 1 patch out of 65, green, Drew Doughty for the Kings. All right. So we're off to a 2-hit start here. Actually leads me to believe this might be a hot box. Definitely would prefer to see hot boxes compared to boxes with missing hits. But still, it's like, come on, Upper Deck, you had 3 months, 3 extra months to get this all sorted out. What are you doing? What are y'all doing? We have a bronze Bo Horvat out of 299. This was a product supposed to come out late October of 2020. So definitely had some time, Upper Deck, to try and... I don't know if they just waited to the last minute to pack it out and they're like, this is good. Or perhaps they just didn't even know. Or they just did it and then were like, let's fix it. And then just didn't even fix it. I don't know. I don't really know much of what goes on behind the scenes. I can only guess. But still, it is definitely frustrating. Especially when you get a box like that, Ben Bishop. And there's just nothing in it. It doesn't feel good. Not at all. We have 62 out of 299 bronze Zetterberg. But definitely not a good feeling when you see someone get like a box with 6 hits and then you open one, you get nothing. It hurts. Even me, when I do it, it's like, it's not even my box. I have no control over it. I'm like, oh man, not a good feeling. All right, what do we have here? We have an Orem card here. Phil Kessel for the Coyotes. That is card number 12. All right, so we do have 3 hits here already in box number 1. Oh, we have our redemption of the box for the St. Louis Blues rookie redemption. That's card number 205. We have seen some cool redemptions. Of course, they're all mysteries. But we've seen some really cool ones. We saw a rookie retro number 1. We've seen an Emerald SP redemption. We've seen 2 gold numbered relic redemptions. Can't wait to start hearing what you guys are getting back from sending off those redemptions. We have a green Chelios, 74 of 99 for the Red Wings. Chelios. And last pack here, box number 1 for Joshua. Oh, looks like we did get something bonus here. Threads of Time relic, Ryan Miller for the Blues. So not necessarily a hot box here, but we did get 1 bonus hit here in that Threads of Time relic. All right, so box number 1 passes inspection. Let's go on ahead and get on into box number 2. I'll, of course, do the recap at the end of all 4 boxes. All right. You, Mr. 807, are no longer needed. Very nice. Always nice to be able to just... Oh, we didn't have this problem before, I think, earlier in the week. Well, last week now at this point. It's Monday already. But it's nice just to be able to put out the artifact boxes for recycling. Not need them, not need the UPC codes or anything. Speaking of, this one here ends in 7-11. That means this box has to be cool, right? 7-11. But otherwise, I love the way Artifacts looks. I'm just disappointed by the pack-out ratios. We have Bowen Byram, Artifacts Aurum. Pack number 1, start off with a hit, Aurum number 38. I'm also noticing, I mean, you're supposed to get 4 cards per pack, but it feels like sometimes when you get a hit in a pack, you're shorted a card. Have you guys been noticing that? Can I just not count properly? I'm not actually counting how many base cards you're getting per box. Are we also getting the shaft on base cards? Not like, you know, they're expensive, particularly. It stinks for people trying to build sets, but... And then I feel like some packs have the appropriate amount, and then sometimes with a hit, it's a... Sometimes Upper Deck does that, though. If it's like a really chunky hit, it's like, oh, or even with tops, too. It's like when it says when you get a hit in a pack, it might be less cards than advertised. But we have a Jets redemption here, Jets rookie redemption. Number 211. All right, so we have a redemption out of box number 2. We got the Blues, we got the Winnipeg Jets. We have a bronze, Travis Konechny out of 299. Also coming later tonight at some point. I meant to do a monthly mail special. I wanted that video up for yesterday for the 31st of January. But I think what I'm going to do, because, you know, I missed the first month here. I was planning on that's how I'm going to do the mail videos now for people that send in gifts and whatnot. Always greatly appreciated. Out of $4.99 here, Blue Jonathan Quick. I think I'll just do it on the 1st of every month. That way it's like, oh, I had the full month to be able to collect any packages. That's going to be my excuse. I'll just do it on the 1st of the next month. Alright, I've made that excuse for myself. Now I just have to stick to it. But that's the new plan, you guys. This was not even announced to you guys as a plan. I had mentioned it during the live stream. Like, oh, we're going to have a monthly mail special tomorrow. Didn't happen. I had wanted to film it before the stream started yesterday. Didn't have time. Should have seen that coming from a mile away, but we just didn't have time for it. Oh, look at that old uniform here. Jaromir Jagr in the All-Star Team jersey out of $4.99. That's pretty cool. Card number 160. And then I was just going to do it after the stream, and then I was too tired. And then I guess you missed doing a one long stream because the week before this yesterday, it was about an 8-hour stream. The week before, we were having issues with the internet. We had to split up the stream into 2 chunks, one 4-hour, one 3-hour and so chunk. And I guess it just, you don't stream for like 8 hours 1 week. You miss a week. It's like your throat muscles just disappear again. I was like, wow, I can't speak. I could. It wasn't like that first week where I completely lost my voice, but I was in a lot of pain. And I'm like, I can just stay home and sleep instead of going back to work on a Sunday. So I just didn't come in yesterday to do it. All right, but we've had an Aurum card, a redemption. All right, we have another relic here, John Carlson out of 145. I was just about to start to get a little snippy here, being like, yo, Upper Deck, where's the hits? But they're here. I just had to believe. I will admit, my trust has been shaken. Still like artifacts. I'm probably just going to stick to retail, though. Because I don't expect much out of retail. And sometimes you get rewarded. You don't want to expect out of hobby and then be disappointed. At least for me. What is this? We have Tundra Teammates Duos, DeBrincat and Strome. 185 out of 249 for the Blackhawks. Dual relic. I'd like to get a nice low number dual patch out of a Tundra Teammates. And that's what I want to see out of these boxes here for Joshua. Not that that's what Joshua wants to see in particular, but that's what I'm hoping to find. I actually own from a couple years ago. And by a couple years ago, I mean 6 years ago, maybe. It was when I was a freshman in college. This is my second year out. Yeah, so probably about 6 years ago. Maybe 5.5. Yeah, I think because it was a first semester kind of thing, so 5.5 years. I did get a... Yeah, it was a December final. Yeah, so I did get 100% on my Calculus 2 final exam. Casual. I know, it's fine, whatever. And we were actually at the shop. This was before I worked here. You know, I used to come with my mom and shop here for hockey cards and stuff before I started working here. All right, we didn't get shorted. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. No, we had all our hits. We have a green Letang here, 60. Can't tell if that's an 8 or a 0. It looks like it's kind of pressed fuzzy in the middle, so I'm going to go with 60 out of 99. Chris Letang. But as a reward for me getting 100% on that Calculus 2 final exam, my mom did buy for me in the shop. Boss Man had a dual Tundra Teammates patch number 215 of Ben Bishop and Steven Stamkos. And that's what I got. That was my reward. I was like, yo. Actually, that's where I'd found out the score, too. I was like, Mom, can you buy this for me? She's like, why? And I'm like, come on, just cause. She's like, no. And then I looked up my grades. I was like, yeah, what if I got, though, 100% of my Calc 2 final? She's like, fine. Bamboozled. And all right, box number 2 was Yeetable. Box here ends in 572. I'm watching you. It rhymed. All right, let's check out box number 3 here for Joshua. So far, so good on all of our hits. We did have 2 boxes this past weekend that were actually 2 for Alex F. that were just missing hits, back-to-back boxes there. So I'm wondering if perhaps we finished the run of hits, that boxes that were missing hits. Still, like I said, my trust has been broken. I'm feeling, I'm shook up. I'm shook. I'm shaken up. I meant to say I'm shook, and then I said I'm shooked, and then it's, now I just sound stupid. I'm doing, you know, I'm trying to be basic, you know. Anyways, let me just open this pack and shut up, but alright, here we go. Yeah. Why are you like this? Alright, Carter Hart hides a blue Timo Meier out of 499. Took way too long to open that pack. Will admit, full disclosure, took way too long to open that pack. My night started off great, you guys. No, I don't know, I've been recording later and later on Mondays because I like trying to get as much mail done as I can. Just because I feel if I'm recording while I have mail left to do, which I still have a decent chunk left to do, but I got through, I would say, about 2/3 of it. Hey, look at that, Rookie Retro Redemption number 8 for our redemption from box number 3. I don't know, I feel it like, I'm like, I gotta rush, I gotta do the mail. It stresses me out, so I like trying to get as much mail done as possible. Also, I know I've mentioned this before, but I don't like recording when there's other people here. Like, if I'm here early and Bossman's eating, like, breakfast in the other room, I'm like, go away, I want to record! Or we have, one of my friends actually does the TCG Player Mail. He's been doing it for a couple months now. So I wait till he leaves to get ready. He leaves at, like, 4:45. You know, it usually comes between, like, 1 and 2:30 and then leaves at 4:45. So sometimes I'll just start recording around, like, 5 o'clock. We have a Tuukka Rask. Look at that. 2 colors. Nice. Out of 175 dual relic. And today, though, I just was, like, going in on the mail. And then I walked to the local Subway and had lunch there. Because it's actually really windy outside and it's pretty chilly. So I was like, you know, if I take my sandwich back to the shop, if I wanted to eat over there, it's going to be cold. Because easiest sandwich ever. Meatball marinara, provolone, Parmesan cheese. That's it. That's it. So it's warm, you know? So it's a warm sandwich. Like, all warm. Everything in it warm. And I was like, it's gonna get cold if I walk it back. So then I just ate there for, like, you know, just sat around, looked at Reddit, putzed on my phone, and then walked back. And it was freezing when I walked back, you guys. Kiefer Bellows out of $9.99. I do have my brown jacket that I've been wearing a lot recently. I actually recorded videos in it the day of Contenders football. That jacket. So it's like a decent jacket, but I was on my walk back, I was like, it was so cold, so windy. It wouldn't have been bad if it was not windy. So let me keep track. We've had the Tuukka, we've had a redemption. I think that's all we've seen so far. Looks like we have another hit here. It is a Stamkos dual relic out of 145 for Tampa, obviously. All right, so 2 hits, 1 redemption. Waiting on 1 more hit here from box number 3. Trying to keep track of it. That way I know whether to reasonably complain or unreasonably complain about the box. But I'm glad we've seen nice boxes here so far. All the hits. Claude Giroux out of 499. Like I was saying during the live stream, and someone was saying, Allie, you're so negative. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys artifacts like God sent, wonderful product, never any problems whatsoever. Like, I like it. I like the design, but it's stressful, you know? You guys need to know what you're getting into. I had no idea that this was a problem. I had that one box have it, the first box that we had. You guys are like, yeah, we've seen that a lot. And I'm like, that's not okay. It's a nice product. Buy at your own risk, though, because it seems like Upper Deck took a dump inside the box wrappers sometimes. Oh, okay, cool. Our fourth hit, or fourth fancy card, third hit of the box, is 15 autographed rookie redemption. Very cool. So we got a retro rookie and an auto rookie redemption here. 15. All right. All right, all right, all right. And here we go. Last pack of box number 3. What do you have? And box number 1 also had a bonus hit. We have Ryan O'Reilly. Look at that palindrome number. Yeah, 57 out of 75 for the Blues. All right. Box number 3 is also no longer necessary to keep. So that is good news. Good news so far. 3 for 3 with 1 bonus hit here for Joshua. Last box. Also ending in 7-11. Has to be great. Those are just the rules, man. Hopefully this box doesn't take a big gulp. But all right, here we go. I don't know that I've ever actually gone inside a 7-Eleven to be... Oh, no, actually. All right, I've never gone inside a 7-Eleven because I wanted to. It's only because the gas pump didn't print my receipt. So I have been, I think, twice. I remember I used to stop at one in particular on the way home from school. And by school, I mean college, university, whatever, same difference. University of South Florida. I have a little Bulls helmet back there somewhere. I was like, I can mark this off, maybe. Maybe the accountant will accept it as work supplies. It's in the video. IRS, if you want to see my $29.99 tax deduction, it's in the video. You're welcome. You guys can't even see it past my head, I know. It's just bit up there. It just kind of hides. I like it, though. It's cool. All right, we're starting off the redemption for the Minnesota Wild. I really like their goal sound, the song that they use. I don't know if they've changed it in the past couple years, because I remember I actually looked it up a couple years ago. I don't know, I just heard it, and I was like, yo, that song's really cool. But I like it. I like the noise. Orange. Keith Yandel, 70 out of 75 for the Panthers. We have bronze. Victor Hedman out of 299 for Tampa Bay. Speaking of Tampa Bay, make sure you guys, even if you're not big into football, go vote in the poll I have currently in the community tab and asking who's going to win the Super Bowl. My pick was the Bucks. I literally wrote that in the option as well, if you just wanted to pick what I picked. Versus Kansas City. It's happening, of course, this Sunday. We have a redemption here. Wild card rookie redemption. Okay. Actually, I feel like whenever we have 2 redemptions in a box, we are actually missing a hit. 212 there. I know a lot of you guys have said as well that you've seen it happen all the time, so it's probably fine. In that case, I do offer to include the box in the package if you're so interested, Joshua. Joshua has also declined to accept any of these synergy boxes that I keep trying to give him for his damaged bounty code cards. He's like, I don't need it, it's fine. And I'm like, yeah, true. But I feel bad not offering, so Joshua, if you want me to include the boxes in your package, depending on how much I get done tonight, I might just do the mail and throw them in there anyways, but I'm expecting to be some carryover for tomorrow. So just leave a comment or send a message. If you want them, I'm going to assume no, because the rest of the times you said no. But if you do want them here, this might be a different situation. Let me know. Peyton Krebs out of 999, rookie for Vegas. Or we could just pretend that hit from box number 1 was just actually in this box. Alexander Barkov out of 499. red Lucas Carlson out of 399. That is not the world's most flattering picture. But for the Blackhawks, Carlson out of 399, red parallel rookie. Let's get you in a sleeve, my friend. All right, last pack here. Last pack of artifacts on the channel for almost 2 weeks. What are we going to find? Is it going to be another hit? We have a green, so that is not a hit here. Travis Konechny out of 99. Didn't we see a Konechny already? And wasn't he green? No, that's a Letang. Ah, he was bronze. Okay, so we did see another Konechny earlier. Every time I see Travis Konechny as well, it reminds me of very early on in the channel, Kevin Lee, who lets me know most of the hockey names that I butcher, be like, hey, Allie, you did that wrong. I'm like, I'm sorry. One of the first ones he corrected me on was Travis Konechny. Told me how to pronounce it phonetically in the comments. Thank you, Kevin. I keep that near and dear to my heart. Every time I see a Travis Konechny card, I think of you. But anyways, do keep that box, and maybe, for now, for at least maybe the next 6 hours or so, that box will not get recycled. But that'll do it here for these 4 boxes for Joshua. So let's go ahead and do a recap. Did get 2 Orem cards out of the 4 boxes, Phil Kessel and Bowen Byram. Both unnumbered Orems. We did find 1 green Orem parallel. I don't know if all parallels don't have the bounty codes on the back, but that one didn't, so I'm assuming just the base Orem cards have the bounty set. We also found 1 2-player dual relic. We have a lot of dual relics, but 1 2-player one here. Tundra Teammates duos for the Blackhawks, DeBrincat and Dylan Strome out of 249. 1 bonus Threads of Time here, courtesy of box number 1, jersey relic Ryan Miller for the Blues. Also had the green ones here, John Carlson and Steven Stamkos out of 145, dual relics, 2 of the same colors on each of these. And then the ones out of 175, you think it'd be the other way around. The lower numbered ones would be cooler and the higher numbered ones would be not as cool. But here, the cooler ones were the ones out of 175, Nazem Kadri with that blue. And what kind of color is that technically? Like mauve? I always thought of it as like a brown purple. Let me know in the comments. That's our viewer engagement stat of the video. Let me know what color that is in the comment section down below. Maroon? I don't even know. Usually girls are like, I can tell you 15 different shades of red. And I'm like, I don't know, it's red. What do I care? And then we do have this dual Tukarask here with the yellow, gold, yellow, I don't know, gold, yellow, and black. I know what this color, that's black, that's blue, that's mystery, that's goldish. Allie's words of wisdom. Whatever, it's color. Then we had this green patch here, very cool. I like how it looks like his leg continues into the patch there. Drew Doughty, very nice color there. 34 out of 65 green. And then we also had this probably fancy here, autograph rookie redemption 15. And then we had a retro rookie redemption number 8. All right, now I'm starting over with our redemptions. We had the wild card, one for the Wild, not card, but actual Wild, Minnesota Wild, Winnipeg Jets, St. Louis Blues, and that is it for the hits here. Redemptions are kind of like quasi-hits. But anyways, let's look at our rookies. To get 3 regular rookies, Peyton Krebs, Kiefer Bellows, and Gustav Lindstrom, all numbered out of 999. Also had 1 rookie parallel. That was a red Lucas Carlson out of 399. And then for our other fancy colors, look how many different colors we had here. Very nice. No purples or teals this time around, but we've seen a decent amount of them. I really like all the different colors out of artifacts. Really makes me want to look into trying to rainbow a Ben Bishop just because the colors are so nice. I've never tried to rainbow hockey cards, only Star Wars, but I lost out on a Dio Superfractor this weekend during the stream, I think. So maybe I should just stop. My heart is crushed. But anyways, here we go. Let's take a look. We had green. I'm just going to say the colors. Well, actually, this is a high number. This isn't a parallel, but it's numbered, so I sleeved it. We have bronze, orange, orange, high number, blue, green, super high number. I mean, they're all numbered out of 499, but these are higher than the greens. Blue quick out of 499, bronze Konechny to match our green. I'm going to put them together. Why not? Chelios green, Zetterberg bronze, and Bo Horvat bronze. And that'll do it here for this very wacky weird 7-Eleven meme opening of 4 boxes of artifacts for Joshua. Thank you so much, Joshua, for letting me open these on up for you. Like I said, if you're interested in those boxes, most likely I won't get your stuff packed up till tomorrow, so feel free to leave a comment, send a message, whatever works for you. Otherwise, I'll assume you don't want them just like the other times and put them for recycling. That is the Synergy box of yours from this past weekend and this Artifacts box from this one here. But that'll do it for these 4 boxes. Very glad to see these boxes without any missing hits. Very nice to see full boxes. Did see some really cool cards. Only one super sick patch. We've seen very nice ones. We saw this awesome Mark Stone. That's who it is for Vegas. We saw a really cool Stamkos. We've seen gorgeous patch autos, that Chelios. We've seen awesome autos out of here. So overall, I've really enjoyed Artifacts. Like I said, my spirit was disheartened when we were going through that string of boxes missing hits. Thankfully, everyone has been courteous and understanding, and, you know, it happens sometimes. It's very unfortunate, but we try to make everybody happy. But very nice to end off on what I would consider to be here a high note. Like I said, we do have that one box coming up, Valentine's Day gift, in about 2 weeks from now. And then that'll be the last Artifacts, but we are out of stock. I think Bossman might have some boxes in the shop, so if you're local, want to come pick one up. I just don't want to open them online anymore. I just don't. I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to deal with it. I like Artifacts, but I think this is a good place to stop. But that is it here for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Again, thank you so much, Joshua, for letting me open up even more hockey for you here on the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and love these new additions to your collection. If you guys have any comments for me, want to tell me what colors those are, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Titan Cards family, we'd love to have you with us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Up next, we do have another Upper Deck box, but this time it is a Marvel Avengers Infinity War for Joshua K. Different Joshua's here, Joshua W this time. Up next, Joshua K. But before I go into that, which I'm very excited to open that one on up, our first personal break here of Infinity War. I do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. We are actually here on the first, going into our 2nd month of channel memberships being offered on the channel. So thank you so much, all you guys. May notice some people, I saw Bounty Hunter commented earlier, and his little logo switched to blue. So I know some of you guys will be switching over soon once you hit your 30-day mark. The greenlings are turning into bluelings. But thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support. We do have 5 Black Label fans, Andin, Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Pooh Bear, and Steven Olivo. And also 9 Gemmit fans, Anthony Basilio, Devon, Dusty Archuleta, Geriatric Geek, Housestyle 13, Jake Rhino C, Joe Howe, Michael C, and Stephen Bly. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support. Bossman and I really, truly do appreciate it. But like I said, that is it for me here. Up next, also, like I had said relatively recently, up next is that 2018 Upper Deck Marvel Avengers Infinity War hobby box for Joshua K. And then we'll be ending off today's personal breaks with 2 Legendary Duelist Season 2 blaster boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! For Lloyd C. And then today's final video will be that mail special. Like I said, it's a month-long accumulation of mail, so it's probably going to be pretty long. I know you guys tend to enjoy those, so make sure you look out for that coming later this evening/night. It's already almost 8:30. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Thank God! Oh my God, thank you, Artifacts, for actually doing your job.